Tim, how's it going with you? The land of rock and
Good.
roll
How are
these
you?
days. Doing
I'm
good.
good.
Awesome.
What's happening?
What's happening? I'm talking to you, and I'm enjoying the heat today in Nova Scotia, Canada. We're not used to it.
Oh no, I want to make sure I got this right because I lost my notes. Jason, right?
Jason is my name. Yeah.
I got it. I just I hate when I mix my notes up and then I call someone the wrong name. The whole interview. Yeah, this heat is a little better. It's been weird. Your weather's probably not too far off of what mine is here in Ohio. You get cold ass winters and horrible winters and then hot summers. So it's kind of everything.
Yeah, everything's changing. And how's your life these days? With COVID-19 and all that stuff. Situations being locked down and stuff, and you're like releasing an album. With KK.
Yeah, it really, it changed a lot of things. When you're a musician, the funny thing is, I'm a musician. That's what I do for a living. That's all I do for a living. Now, in a normal time, if music would dry up or something could happen and you can't do it, you might have to go get a job doing something else. Well, there wasn't any of those jobs either. It's funny when all of a sudden you make your money touring and it's done, right? So it took changes. With the good example was I had a really busy year planned, and it was starting with finishing, my vocals with the KK's Priest record and thinking this is going to be an amazing summer. We're going to get on festivals and we're going to, get this record out and start touring. And then, you can't even finish the record. Everybody thinks we finished it because vocals were done and things like that. But, it's hard when you can't get together at all. You can't do everything via green screens. And, if you're an established band and you put a record out, you could do that because you're an established band. But when you're a brand new band, you just can't put something out. So it really changed everything about everything. I mean, I luckily sat in my studio and did a lot of studio work for a lot of different musicians all throughout the world, which I kind of do. You have to adapt and find a new way to do things, right? So, I mean, I did the Three Trimmers, the newest Three Trimmers record as well. I sang vocals on a band which I'm still working on called Pyramid, and just all kinds of stuff, and just individual songs for musicians everywhere. So I got lucky that I could do that. But yeah, it's totally changed everything. But at least now things are starting to look better, and the mask mandates just went away here in Ohio. So it's really getting a little bit easier. So hopefully we'll be able to hit the road. It's just good to get this record finally, the wheels turning and start coming out.
You got that right. And let's just say this record is gonna seriously do something. I'm sure of it. I mean, the name KK's Priest and your guys' tone is just Judas Priest in your era. It's awesome.
Well, I think it is. Here's the thing about the record is KK Downing is writing like KK Downing. He wrote songs that he has molded and done his whole career. I mean, this guy's lived and breathed one thing, and that was Judas Priest and writing that type of material. That's what he loves. I mean, when you talk to him about it, he loves it. So that's what this record is. When anybody ever says, I wish there was something different, or I wish there's new, I'm like, listen, we're not inventing the wheel here. I mean, we got to do what we love, and we do that now. It's not time to invent something new. I mean, we're just like you said, this is the style of Judas Priest or anybody I like. It's the style of Priest and Maiden and Dio. This is what it is. It's heavy metal, hard rock. I mean, and it's a fantastic record. The lyrics are great. It's just, I mean, it's as a heavy metal fan, the lyrics are great, and it's great stuff.
So with the title "Sermons of the Sinner," are we going back, to Sin After Sin album type of deal, or is it just?
Well, I think a lot of these, when people look into a lot of these lyrics, I think and Ken would be the one to really talk about the lyrics even more because he wrote them, and he's really, when you write lyrics, you really it's easier to explain things But a lot of these lyrics are personal lyrics to Ken, and there's meanings to it, whether it's a character like kind of bringing back some old Priest stuff, but also if you look into the meaning of Sermons of the Sinner, I mean, you can take it as musicians and we're the Sermons of the Sinner, or however people want to look at things. But a lot of these lyrics, when you read them, they have some meaning to Ken, you know. And there's a lot of, it's great crowd ones, things about the fans, things about us as musicians. I mean, there's all kinds of things on this record.
And let's just say the video Hellfire Thunderbolt, your voice is like crazy good in this. I mean, it's like 2001 again. It's your voice never changes.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, I'm lucky. Listen, everything is a lot harder to do. You know, if I knew things that I know now, back then when I had the 100% voice, the funniest thing is I probably had a better quality voice and a bigger range and this, that, and the other back when I was younger. But I'm a better singer now because I can, you know, I have more rasp. I have more feel. I think there's a lot to it. And you know, this material, like Ken has said to people, it fits me. He knows what I am. You know, he knows what I sing. Here's the whole thing. I can sing just about any style that people ask me to sing, and that's the advantage. When people say, "Yeah, you sound like this person," well, I sound like a lot of people just because my voice adapts to all. I sing whatever the song needs. I sing parts that sound like Sepultura because that's what the song needs, or Pantera, or you know, Halloween, or whatever. I mean, that's just the way my voice will adapt to things, you know. But that's I think it's a fantastic opening song, and it's a great tune.
How's the video made? You know, was it green screened a lot? Because you guys.
Well, of course, yeah, because I can't get to England, and Sean he's in San Diego. He can't get to England. So finally we said, let's get Sean and I to green screen our parts. And those guys, Tony, Najay, and KK are in you know, the Midlands there. And so they went to, shot their parts probably at KK's, still mill. And, so they went to the still mill and shot theirs on stage, and we just kind of did it. So that's kind of, you know, there's really no other way to do it. You know, it's really hard. Even the band photo. I mean, that's what took so long to figure out. What are we going to do? Because why would we put a record out if we can't tour or anything? You know, now we can't even take a band photo. So it's kind of crazy.
And also, you know, for this video, you guys almost had 1 million views, you know, in what, a week and a half?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Crazy.
That is incredible for, you know, the style of heavy metal today in 2021.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe it. So I'm pretty fortunate that, you know, that we're able to do that, you know, and get that. I just looked at it. I'm really hoping we get 1 million. It's kind of like, let's get 1 million views. So that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, it will happen. It just take a little bit more time, but you know, that good old YouTube algorithm, nobody knows how it works.
Yeah. Yep.
Tim, let's say you keep busy in so much stuff, you know, in bands. Have you been more busy now, let's say with COVID, than you've been in the past? Or is it, you know, just equally the same with all the studio projects you're doing, all the YouTube videos with other bands, just super busy man?
Well, you know, I have been really busy recording. I don't do as many things because usually I tour a lot. You know, I hit South America a couple times a year, and I do a lot of solo touring. And, you know, I had a lot of Three Tremors stuff that was planned. You know, in the last couple of years, I've been doing a lot of touring with Three Tremors. So, but it's really funny. I mean, I've been fortunate to be able to record these things. People say, "Why do you record so much? Or why don't you, you know, do this, that?" Well, I'm a musician. It's my job is. I mean, I sing as much as I can on almost any material somebody sends me because I enjoy singing. I mean, I don't want to go dig a ditch right now. I don't want to put a roof on. I don't want to, you know, I would do that to pay bills, but I want to be a musician. So I try to stay as busy as I can for sure.
And as being a musician and doing it all the time, is there times that you say I gotta take a little break, or is it just let's go wide open all the time?
Well, I wish I could. I mean, I do say that because I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'd love to take a break, but kind of hard when you got to pay the bills and all that good stuff, So that's kind of the issue. But luckily I love what I do. I'm a musician. I'm all over the world doing it, So, and I think the big thing here is once KK's Priest starts and we do it, I won't be doing as much singing. So this is a good time for people to get me to sing on their stuff because, my whole aim and goal is to once this starts, that's it. I am 100% in. We're doing what we have to do. And that's kind of how it will work, So, pretty fortunate myself here.
When did you find out you're going to be working with KK Downing again? Was it last year?
Well, yeah, he, luckily we did that show and, he gave me a call and said, you want to do it? And, I was like, we're thinking about doing a record. Do you want to do it? I'm like, absolutely, man. I mean, that's not even that's a no-brainer right there, So, luckily, we were able to do it. I mean, I think it wasn't too long after the show in October or November that we did. I can't remember exactly when it was. And I think that was in 2019, I think. And,
Okay.
So then we started, I was on a tour with the Three Tremors over in the UK, over in Europe. I had a show in the UK and KK came out and played me the material that he was working on, him and AJ, and he's like, check this out. And, yeah, it was great. I mean, that was, it was probably January, February, and then we went on with it.
Let's say, go and meet fans and stuff like that. What album of Judas Priest you signed most of, for CD? Is it Live in London or Jugulator? Because, I mean, these are classics that you've appeared on.
What'd you say? Which one do I like?
No, which one, you see the most coming to you, like, to get autographed? Like, Live in London is a classic
I see them
concert.
both quite a bit. I mean, I probably see a lot of Demolition because people can still kind of get that one a little easier. I mean, Jugulator is the ever-popular disappearing record. I mean, it's not nowhere to be seen. But, unfortunately, I get some of these Live in Londons, Meltdowns, and all these things. They bring them to me. But, there could be more. It's just nobody can get them anymore. So you have to find them on some used one or spend $500 to get it. So it's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen that you can't, that a band wouldn't want a record to be out. It's really strange to me, but it's, here's the great thing. We have KK's Priest now. We'll be touring playing the KK's Priest material, and it's the coolest thing, but I love the Judas Priest records I did. I mean, I still tour and play them. A lot of songs off of those records. Every time I play it, it's got to have songs from that era in the set.
Right. I mean, you did a great job with Judas Priest. I highly recommend people to check you out if they didn't. Let's say Les Binks, you guys are going to get him back in the band, to give that classic Priest sound?
Well, it would be nice. I mean, fortunately for us, Sean is unbelievable. Sean plays with me in the Three Tremors, and he's in the band Cage, and he is just phenomenal. I mean, he loves what he does. He's the easiest drummer to work with, and he's just so good. And he has that love of metal, But Les is fantastic, and I would love, I think the main thing with Les is he'll come out for some shows. You know, he'll come out and if he can and the time's right and he's feeling all right and everything's good, get him to come out and guest at some shows or you know, I think that's the plan. I haven't totally got it, but you know, it's just so unfortunate that he couldn't do it. You know, and that's just the way it goes. We had to move forward and do the record. And, you know, the thing was, people said we didn't tell anybody. Well, we didn't say nobody said anything. There was nothing to talk about. We were going to make a record. COVID hit. And there's nothing that, if anybody in the industry knows, you don't talk about stuff or push stuff when you can't release a record for the next year. You know, so you kind of just wait. And then when it's time to release information, you release the information. Every one of us wanted him to be on the record. You know, I mean, you talk about awesome. I love playing with Les. He is, you know, so good and so fun to be with, and just brings me back to my youth of him playing, you know, Helmet for Leather and Exciter and stuff. So, but you know, we have to make a band. You know, we don't want to. Les will definitely be coming in to do guest appearances, and who knows what in the future. You never know what could happen, but we have to right now establish a band. That's what we're trying to do. We're not a all-star band, and we're not a project. We're a band. So we have our lineup right now, you know, and it's great. I mean, it's great musicians, and like I said, how cool is it that hopefully Les can get out there on some shows and jam with us.
Well, let's just say you guys got a cool band name and cool band members. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Nope.
And let's say, do you guys got a new promo video, you know, in the near future to promote like a second single, or, you know, you guys don't work on something?
Yeah, I think we'll probably try to get Sermons of the Sinner out there here pretty soon. You know, I think that's probably going to be the goal is to get that out. So I think, you know, really that is what we want to do. So I think we're working one at a time. We're going to get something else out and move along to the next one and try to get something else out. And, you know, that's the goal, is to get rocking.
Well, I hope you guys get rocking, you know, and touring and stuff like that. That'll be awesome. And Tim, I thank you again for taking the time to talk to me today. And I mean, I've supported you for a long time. I buy your stuff. I got a new August 20th Sermons of the Sinner vinyl autograph copy coming to me. So that's going to be good.
Nice.
Yeah, we need that. We need that. So yeah, just keep up the great work, and love seeing your stuff on YouTube.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you very much, and we will see each other soon, and keep spreading that good word, my man.
Hey, you have a good day, man, and week.
All right, Jason. All right, Jason.
All right.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Okay.